welcome to the Busted Knees and Pretty Trees podcast. Thank y'all for stopping by. 'Tis the season. It's pretty jolly over here at the Busted Knees HQ. Why? We have some gear talk today. Everyone is a little sleepy after last week's energetic trivia / psychology test / show. The CF Summit Bowl of Friendship.
Yeah. That is awesome.
Of course.
God, that felt good, dudes. Thank you for that.
Hosted by our very own Patty Cakes over here.
Duh, it was fun AF, dude. I'm so happy that went off.
That was a lot of fun.
I felt it.
And it wore us out. So we're pulling out our sleeping systems and making sure we have a proper setup before getting some much needed rest.
We're so worn out.
I'm still a little hungover.
Yeah.
Hopefully we can help some of our listeners, at the very least, get a somewhat comfortable night's sleep as well in the middle of nowhere among the wild things. And if you stick around until the end of the show, Patty is going to drop his exclusive top 10 Friends episodes to lull you into a complete and refreshing night of sleep after crushing a good length of trail.
That is awesome.
Oh, my God. It's going to live with me forever, and it's a downright dirty lie.
Bradley Greer is here.
Hello.
Patrick Richardson is here.
Howdy.
Travis White is here. Hello.
Present.
All systems nominal. Patrick, that was, I know we talked about it just a little bit, but that freaking game night was a lot of fun.
Dude, I was nervous about it, but I saw it on that episode of the Hot Ones, and I just thought it would just be exactly what we needed. We've been going through a bit of something, and we just hit our year mark. And we didn't just hit our year mark, but we made it tough on ourselves, or I made it tough on you guys for sure. So we made it through, and it just felt right to just take a moment and express to the listeners just how much we love.
Talk about when the last time we cried.
You got those questions off of a Hot Ones episode?
No, not the questions. The idea of the bucket of friendship or the kettle of friendship. Yeah.
I was thinking,
you
just took
off.
the questions. They were interviewing Tom Selleck or something, and you're like, I'll just use these.
No, I found the questions.
No, he said the workaholic guys did it, right?
Yeah.
Which is fitting because we're about as big a dipshits as they are.
That is fitting.
About the same age, same,
Yeah, dude. Oh, there is the News Panther. Dude, did you tell me earlier this week that this was a pretty damn good News Panther? Or today?
I don't know if I told you that.
Oh.
But it is a good, it is though.
Yeah, I was, or maybe I read it, a little bit of it, and I was like, oh, shit.
You may have, because I put, we have show notes where I type all these up, and I just put this initial question that I'm going to ask.
Oh, that's what I'm referring to.
That's what Patty read, was this initial question.
Oh.
So with us being Zennials, or as I recently heard for the first time, elder millennials.
Yeah.
I've heard that.
We're elder millennials.
I've heard so many things for us.
Yeah.
We've got stuck in between the
that's
real life and the internet.
The rock and the hard place.
Yeah. So there was a trope in all the movies that we grew up with of this one thing like that happened to people. They may have died, they may not have died. So like some of the movies that had this trope was Blazing Saddles, The Princess Bride, that one of the newer Indiana Jones, and The Never-Ending Story, The Beastmaster. Can you guys think
What's
of...
the question again?
This is a trope that we grew up thinking that it was something we would encounter very frequently in life. And it's never actually happened.
I have two guesses.
Danger?
And only because I was trying to...
we're on the clock.
Only because I was trying to think like I could just dive into like one movie and think. And I have one guess. Large insects.
Nope.
No.
What?
Travis,
That's a good guess, though.
Because I have one more
It
guess.
is something as obscure as that.
Magic.
But no, it's a thing that's...
Well, you just threw me off with you saying that it's a new Indiana Jones movie.
Well, newer.
The two...
Aliens.
Is it Aliens?
No. It's something that can actually happen in real life.
I know. I don't
Volcano.
know.
No.
Okay.
You're close in geological terms.
Ooh.
It's something
I
geological.
got one. I got a guess.
Waterfall.
Oh,
Cave.
is
No.
waterfall? No, that's none of my guesses.
Mountain. Cliff.
Well, only because
River.
I'm thinking of the movies. And I can think of Neverending Story, and I can think Indiana
I feel
Jones.
like this was stuck in my head from Neverending Story.
Yeah. Is it quicksand?
It is quicksand.
Dude, yeah. But you threw me off because there is quicksand in the new Indiana Jones movie.
Yeah.
When they're escaping.
In some movies, the people die in quicksand. Some of them, they don't.
Yeah. Or they go to like another, like they fall through the ground and there's an underground like pyramid cave or something, you know?
Then snakes come up out of it.
Come down.
Like, how lucky.
Yeah. Yeah, that is lucky.
All right, so I bring all this up because
Hey, wait, I fucking got that right, and I just would like a bit
that
more
was a good one.
acknowledgement.
Yeah.
because that was pretty obscure.
That
Really
was
good.
probably my fifth guess, though, or sixth guess.
But it's still, I think I told you you're not going to guess what it is. But
Indiana Jones.
That's
dude.
very specific.
And
Oh, yeah.
never-ending story quicksand scene.
yeah,
Like,
it's
oh my
terrifying.
God, dude.
Yeah, yeah. Well, and we'll get a little bit more into the reality behind what we've seen in movies growing up.
Okay.
So I bring all this up because a hiker was rescued after being stuck in quicksand for hours amid freezing temps in Utah's Arches National Park. Stuck in quicksand and Arches. They labeled him as an experienced hiker, was on his second day of a 20-mile backpacking trip when he sunk into sand and it went up to like his thighs, his thigh area. I also wondered, do you think we would, if we got something happen to us and there was a story written, do you think they would call us experienced hikers? Because they called this guy an experienced hiker doing a 20-mile backpacking
I don't know.
I'd say
I
an
think we-
experienced hiker is exactly what. That's a pretty fine way to describe us.
Yeah, I feel like I would say experienced.
I don't know.
Well,
It's
experienced
hard to
hiker
say.
too.
Right.
Like I like the hiker part of it because I think that when you
Like,
start
I think
getting
if
into
you're a
experienced
We're pro
German
hikers.
backpacking,
Yeah.
If you're a
You start
German
getting-
hiker, bro, like
They're
who's
cooking.
experienced
Yeah.
now?
We're not eating schnitzels on the mountain, that's
yeah.
for
that'd
sure.
be awesome.
Oh, schnitzel in the mountain?
Duh.
Get out of here.
Yeah, get out.
So this hiker, one funny thing is they said who wasn't identified, but his name was released by like a news channel. And I think it was the news channel that I read the story. So it was kind of weird, but I didn't grab what his name was. So he was like kind of figured out pretty quick he can't get out once it was up to his thighs. So he activated his emergency satellite beacon, which we've talked about a lot, like
Yes,
my
we have.
Garmin inReach.
Yep.
Yeah. He must have been by himself. They didn't which I thought they should have specifically said because it seemed like he was by himself.
Right.
And I feel like that makes it even kind of a crazier story.
How far out was he?
20 miles.
Yeah, he was doing a 20-mile backpacking trip. And it didn't say whether it was
Second
a loop
day.
or point to point. So he was in the
Second day,
middle of his backpacking trip.
Then he's on.
That'd be
his
funny if it was
10th
like the
mile.
first half mile.
Where was the quicksand? Like, how do you end up in quicksand?
Well, all they said was that he was like in a little cavern between two cliffs. And that was all it really got into it. But they didn't give like his exact location of where he was within Arches.
So he just stepped out to pee, and then like halfway through his drain, he was like, "Oh boy, these boots are covered."
It's kind of funny
It's
after
like ultra saturated sand, isn't it?
Yeah, it's where water like has to be a fine particulate like sand, clay, something like that.
Perfect environment.
And water can't escape. So it's basically almost like
It can't drain
if a
out.
tiny little puddle got so full of dirt and that water was just sitting in there and it can't go anywhere. Or there's something
I did
weird.
not know that that's what quicksand was.
Yeah. And it doesn't turn into quicksand. Like if you look at it from a distance, it just looks like kind of really wet mud. And it's not until it gets agitated by you stepping in it or whatever that's what turns it into quicksand then.
What?
But you're more buoyant. Your buoyancy of your body is going to keep your head above the sand. Like you're never going to fully sink. Like we saw in the movies, you know, like the last thing you see is their arms coming up and like their head going under. But your buoyancy is going to keep you above because you're lighter than what the sand is in general. So that was what
you'll sink until you displace what your weight's worth.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But you know how you'll like be in the water and on a sandy and the water's like a little bit above and you kind of pitter patter your feet and you'll kind of just keep kind of sinking deeper and deeper.
Yeah.
That's
like when I was
carrying
when I was carrying a kayak 5 miles down Lake Huron.
I'm just over here stroking out because
getting eels caught on your toes.
But see, the thing is, like with this guy, so the temperature was down into the 20s and the sand was like, it said almost a freezing point, like this water in the sand. So that's like kind of the bigger risk is hypothermia and dying because you're freezing your ass off. You're not moving and your legs are trapped in this cold ass, basically water.
And is it like the suction that keeps you from moving around? And I know it's like sand, like it's really compact and so you're not going to be able to move. You're only going to be able to like try and pull yourself out. But the suction would be crazy
the trick
too.
To stay still, lay down, and then just kind of like inch yourself.
You want as much
out.
Surface area.
Yeah,
spread out.
That's
forward.
right. Yeah.
That's the ice.
Is that ice? I actually kind of thought that I should. I thought that I shouldn't say that because I thought it might be ice.
But it didn't seem like...
I mean, it seems like it would be effective for that, too.
Right?
Again, talking about his rescue, it didn't seem like anything he was doing was making him sink further and further down. Because that's what you always hear. Like, the more you move, the more you sink down.
Yeah, and in my mind, when I'm picturing this quicksand this guy's in, like, it's like a movie in my brain.
Right, yeah.
You know?
So, well, here's a little bit about the rescue. When he activated his satellite beacon, it was forwarded to the Grand County emergency responders, and then specifically a guy named John Marshall, who coordinates basically like these SAR things in the backcountry in that area. And he said, he quote, like in the article, he said, quote, "I was scratching my head thinking, did I hear that right? Did they say quicksand?"
Yeah.
So that's like how rare of a thing it is.
Wow.
Even he was like, quicksand, what the hell?
If you have your little shovel on you, is it possible to use that to dig yourself out?
That's a good... Well, I'll get into that in a second.
Ooh, great question, Travi.
Yeah.
God damn, Travi's always on one during these seasons. He gets every story.
So the emergency response team set out, and they went out in all-terrain vehicles, and they brought a ladder, traction boards, backboards, and a drone to try to like get a bird's eye view of what was going on. And
they brought the whole squad.
Oh yeah,
squad.
They probably live for this shit. And you know, it's like you're going to fucking save somebody.
They got a 50 cal gunner.
Like somebody's in distress. Oh man. So
I just got that. I was sitting back wondering what we were laughing about, and then it clicked. It took me like 20 seconds.
Dude, you're out. You can be out in Charleston Harbor, and these boat full of 18, 19, 20-year-old Coast Guard kids pull you over, and they have a 50 cal mounted on the front of the damn boat.
Louises.
And you're just out there drinking beers and dropping lines in the water.
Bring a 50 cal.
And then they're like,
party.
"How many life jackets do you have on this boat?"
Enough, sir.
Where's your air horn? Like it's fucking,
barely got a fucking mustache.
So yeah. So anyways, back to your question, Travis. So when they first flew the drone over, they saw that a park ranger had actually found this guy. I don't know if it was from the SOS call, but either way, there was a park ranger there. And the park ranger had thrown the guy a shovel, but it was as soon as he would shovel out a little bit around his legs, it would just immediately fill back in. Like it was just like you're shoveling nothing. Like as soon as you shoveled out, it just fills the hole back
like
in.
Water out of a sinking boat.
Yeah.
Dang.
Pretty
that's
intense.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Was that what you thought would happen, Travi? When
I
you
wasn't
asked that question?
sure. I was...
Like I can't quite.
Depends on the
my brain
consistency,
can't quite like wrap my head around what it would look like.
Yeah.
Like as soon as you shovel it out, it sounds terrifying. even just the claustrophobia of it. You're not surrounded in a box, but you're like, you can't move.
You
like
can't move
That's where you're going to be until somebody helps you, like the search and rescue team.
because of a Garmin.
So they positioned ladders and boards. So it's kind of like what you're saying. Like they just need to get a wide base and preferably like a ladder. Both ends of the ladder would be on solid ground.
Right.
And you have like a little bridge going out to them. So they had all that out there and they eventually like worked one leg free and then the other leg free and got him out. And it is interesting because like the marshal guy said that he got the call at 7:15 a.m. And then the article says this guy had been out there for a couple hours. So like I keep wondering, did this dude start his day at 5 a.m., 4 a.m., like first thing get stuck in this quicksand?
Brad, that's been what I've been saying. You like to think around. Most people get up and they have half their day done by noon.
But out at like 5 a.m.?
Yeah, I would
crazy.
expect that.
And when it's 20 degrees out, ain't none of us getting out of our tents before the sun comes up when it's 20 degrees out.
That's a pretty good point.
When I'm out there, I feel like I'm on vacation, so I'm just chilling. I still like to get a good start, but not at
a good start being like 10 o'clock.
Yeah, 11, 12, 10, 11, 12.
We did have a couple real late days.
I'm telling you.
We like to saunter.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So here's probably the coolest part. Rescuers warmed him up a little bit, basically until he could stand and then start walking around. And this motherfucker walked out, like finished the hike on his own, walked away with his pack on. Just like nothing happened. It's like, I'm finishing this hike.
Let's go.
Isn't that pretty badass?
He didn't even thank the emergency services.
Well, I'm sure he did.
He said nothing, got up, grabbed his pack, and walked away like a legend. Jeez. That's why we don't know the guy's name, because he is just a legend.
They didn't even get his ID.
We will eventually create names for this person. You know what I mean?
Well, he did. He must have talked to a local news agency, because he even said something like, I didn't know that was even a real thing. Like, I thought it was just like folklore that there was quicksand. He's like, I had no idea it was actually a thing.
Especially close in, like, okay, here's a question. If quicksand is trapped water like that can't get out, can that happen kind of anywhere? Like, once it's quicksand, it can eventually dry out and become hardened land. And then quicksand can pop up
and like if it rains,
other places.
Okay,
yeah.
And I've been stuck in like pluff mud, like in marshes and shit, and does seem like it's more suction.
Yeah.
You're just stuck in
Just
there.
a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's great. Whoa. Holy shit. That was loud. That was good, dude.
Damn.
I'm excited for the Garmin. I'm excited for the rescuers. I wish we knew the dude's name, but now he's Legend McLegend Pants in my mind.
Quickie McQuicksand.
Quickie McQuicksand. That's his new name, dude. That's his name.
He's never.
I'm going to get a photo
married.
of a guy in quicksand, and I'm going to put it up in the studio. It's just going to be a guy in quicksand.
Yeah.
Let's go Quickie McQuicksand over there.
The old Quickie McQuicksand. Dude, that was a great story. Thank you very much, Brad.
Yeah, you're welcome.
That was cool.
Yeah, it was. A little dangerous.
Yeah, and we
It got
learned a
me
little
thinking.
something.
And now, now when we're out, when we finally do the desert hike that Patty wants to do,
Yes, I
quicksand's going to be in our mind the whole time.
Actually, did we learn anything?
We learned that a guy got stuck in quicksand.
Well, we learned
We
that
should have a Garmin.
quicksand's formed when water can't escape.
We did learn that, and I had no idea that's how quicksand is.
And it's not until you agitate it that it
it
gets
becomes
all
quicksand.
quicksandy.
That's crazy.
But we don't know how to get out of it, so keep your little Garmin watch handy.
Keep your Garmin.
Keep your Garmin.
I don't
Wonderful.
think there is getting out of it by yourself.
I think the first thing you should do is just chill out.
Maybe like MacGruber could get out of it, but
Chill.
But I could see like how the struggle would start. You're like, oh, my foot's just suctioned. I can pull it out.
Yeah.
And you just keep going and going and going until you're up to your knees, and then you're like, well, hell.
Yeah.
I might as well
Keep going.
keep going. Then you're up to your waist.
Guys, we have a fun episode ahead of us. We're going to talk about the sleep system. what you guys use and what we might want in the future. Something that like is your favorite sleep system, your dream sleep system.
And it's way more important than it sounds.
It is.
Sleep is very important.
Extremely important. So let's get into it right now.
Yep.
Okay. All right. We are back for a little gear talk, and we're going to go over the sleep system. I want you guys to cover what you do use and potentially a little bit of what you'd really, really love to use if there is anything on the market, anything that would just make your sleep system wonderful.
Yeah.
You know, the future of your sleep system.
Ooh.
Those are those are the issues I want to hear about. Okay. So what we're going to do is one person's going to go and you're going to start going down that. And that allows the other two of us to pick that apart, maybe tear apart your frame of thought, anything along those lines.
Dude.
Yeah, I don't know. Just kind of go at the comfort or agree. Okay. Right?
Yeah.
So I guess the next question
And you
is,
get a point if everybody agrees.
No, there's no points. This is just gear talk. Gosh damn it, you got okay. Fine.
It's either rip you
wanna
apart
go points?
or
I'll go
agree
points.
with you.
Yeah. Who wants to start though? Who wants to take the dive into your sleep system?
I guess I'll go. I
Okay.
keep mine pretty simple. I know he's got a lot to say about his stuff.
That surprises no one that's been listening to this podcast since the beginning.
Well, my first set that I had, it was when I bought it, I never thought about really how heavy it was or whatever. I just needed something. So I got like a nice roll up inflatable Thermarest.
Yeah.
Which it still works. I've had that forever.
I think seem durable as shit.
Yeah,
it was
wonderful
super
brand.
durable, but it's just so huge.
Yeah.
And I would always carry it on the outside of my pack, and I kind of liked it because I felt like I had a bedroll or something. But
Yeah, you look like a stereotypical backpacker.
Yeah.
with it.
Like a frontiersman.
Oh yeah.
ooh,
Or stereotypical backpacker, like the one you see in the stock photos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
exactly.
Yep. Yeah.
So I decided that was just taking up too much space. Because I like my stuff to be nice and just, I don't know, sleek. So I upgraded that. I bought the hell was the name of that stuff at Sierra? Climate.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
with a K.
I think it was like $30.
Yeah.
And I took it out up to Michigan, and it worked just fine. It was
Yeah.
comfortable.
Yeah.
And
Plus, it's a cool design.
yeah.
Every time I see
I've had
those
that one.
climates. Sebastian has one.
Yeah.
But I have my sleeping bag is a North Face, I think a 32 degree or something like that, or
Huh.
30 degree. I don't
30
know.
degree. Okay.
But it's pretty light, and but I supplement it with a little fleece blankie, and
Your banky.
like a
yeah.
liner? Like a bag liner?
No, it's just a little like blanket.
Oh,
I
it's
don't
your
know,
grandmother's blanket.
No, not that. I don't know. My mom probably bought it for me 20 years ago. and
Oh, okay.
but I always
In my
take it with
mind,
me 'cause
it's an homage to your grandmother who was a backpacker hiker as well.
I am not bringing a quilt out there.
So when you bought your bag, was it more just for like just any kind of camping, or was it specifically for backpacking?
Yeah, because I'm
For
curious.
backpacking. Well, my first bag was just a camping bag. You know, those big ones
Oh,
that you
yeah.
don't even roll up. You just
Yeah.
tie a little string around them.
Damn, I haven't. I
That was
haven't
my
thought about
first
that in a
bag,
while. Yeah.
for sure.
But this North Face one that I have, it's like a real lightweight, nice, compact sleeping bag, and I like it a lot. And then I have I think a climate pillow that I also found at Sierra.
Nice.
And the last trip that I had, I used it, and I liked it. It still, like, it moves around and stuff, but before I was just using a stuff sack with my clothes in it, and that was just, who knows what the hell that thing would turn into.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like the little pillow.
Is it inflatable?
Yeah.
Yeah, inflatable.
Okay.
I can roll it up and make it real tanny.
I have two comments. One, you say you have a 30-degree bag?
Yeah.
And the reason I asked that is because during mine, some of my hopeful thinking in my gear would be an ultralight bag. I'm just unbelievably curious to see if I can find a sleeping bag that like packs down the same size as like an Nalgene bottle. That's really what I would just absolutely love.
Yeah.
But when you start going into those ultralights and stuff, they start going up and up and up in degree.
Mm-hmm.
So like I have a 20 degree, and I'd be interested to see like what it would be, you know what I mean? What it would feel like, because it's a little nerve wracking being from a 20 to 30 degree. That's a lot of.
Because we just slept in high 20s.
Yeah. Yeah.
But do you sleep with all your gear off and everything inside of your sleeping bag?
Like in your underwear?
No, I mean, like I have everything. Yeah, I start off in my long underwear or my base layers, and then I always bring like a pair of nice big comfy socks, you know? So I always have those on. And then throughout the night, if I start getting colder and colder, then I'll put on my, what is it, puffy?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So I'll start layering up.
Yeah.
I think I go the opposite way. Well, I mean, if I know the temperature's not going to get too low,
Yeah.
I won't. I'll just jump in my undies.
Yeah.
Yeah, like if
Feels
it's
pretty
above, if it's not getting in the 50s, 40s.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I guess it's just still like there's this like what you don't. I've had this experience when I squeeze sport from Amazon, a bag for $30 that I bought that first time I ever went backpacking, where I was just I was balling on a budget. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I knew I wanted to get out there.
Mm-hmm.
And that first night in that bag, where I bought like a regular size, and I like it was a bag that fit like a 6'5" person.
Did it get over your shoulders?
Like I was so crammed into that thing. And it was also like super lightweight. It's what I wanted, but it's just the worst.
Yeah.
So like I have this fear of being out there and not being warm enough. You know
so
what I
they
mean?
do make different. Is it a length?
Oh,
thing?
they make
different
tall
sizes,
ones.
all
Oh,
sorts
yeah,
of
They
for
make
different.
sure.
tall, wide,
Yeah.
all of it.
Make
Yeah.
shouties.
I
think
do,
those would be like the regular.
Okay.
and I do think that's why this episode's important, because I feel like your sleep setup, that's priority number one.
Yeah.
Like you can get a shitty tent, you can get a shitty pack, but if you're not sleeping good at night and you're just freezing your ass off all night, that's horrible.
Dude, that is horrible. It's scary too.
Yeah.
Like there's a level where it's like, I am freezing.
Yeah.
Like this is going to be rough. But then you have people like Cable, when we had him on, where he's up averaging 400 push-ups a night,
Yeah.
getting through the
Trying to stay warm.
But that's just not my vibe,
But
dude.
yeah, that's what you don't want.
No, I don't want that. I want to slumber. I want to be warm and cozy.
Yeah.
Brad, I'm curious now. Are we good with Travi? Travi, are you good?
What
Pillow,
else?
bag.
Pillow
Bag.
bag. You have an
Yeah, that was
inflatable
it.
pillow?
Yeah.
I'm glad I'm going to go last, because I have opinions on these things. So one, I'm curious, Brad, now what yours is, but you say you don't mind when it moves around.
No, I don't like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
But it's
annoying as
better
hell.
than my clothing bag.
It is better.
And it was cheap.
Yeah. They're not
probably
that
because
expensive.
it's like flat, where a clothing bag.
But I like that it's got a textured layer on the outside of it.
Yeah.
So it doesn't shift as much.
Yeah.
It's more the sleeping bag that
Keeps it in
silky
line.
sleeping bag that like kind of shifts around. But like your head doesn't shift on it, like slide. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
yeah,
Like
yeah,
the
yeah. I
fabric
got
that they
you.
use for all that stuff. So yeah, I thought I wasn't really expecting much. It was just so cheap. I
Yeah.
went ahead and bought it.
Cool.
And but I was
agree.
like,
It's
I was
not
glad
that
I
big of a
took it.
deal, but
Yeah.
have you ever tried like a hiking like pillow? I guess like a puffy pillow or something. Because I've tried those too.
It would be nice just to bring my freaking memory foam pillow from home. Dude. I would sleep so good
Yeah.
every night.
For
I think that thing weighs 20 pounds.
Well, Brad, lay in, dude, because I'm curious. I am curious.
Well, and I think my sleep system has the solution to what you guys were just talking about, like your pillow moving around. I'll start with sleeping pad. I have the Nemo Tensor All Season Ultralight Insulated Sleeping Pad.
Thank you for that.
So,
Top of the line.
astute listeners from the past, I had a Nemo tensor. It wasn't like the new. This is the new version that I have now. The old version was the one that was loud as hell, and you guys were bitching at me
Oh, that.
because it was like squeaking all like any.
Dang.
Because I'm a tosser and turner,
Yeah.
so anytime I would move, like I would raise my arm above my head, and it would squeak like fucking crazy.
And it's a thing because when I was looking at the boxes of all the different pads,
Yeah,
they would say like, does it make noise?
yeah,
On the
and
side of
everyone
it.
claims like it's the quietest there is.
Nemo?
Yeah,
Like,
well,
wait,
just any sleeping pad, like they claim.
No, I know, but
Yeah.
you haven't. You said Nemo.
Yeah, my new one's Nemo Tensor all season.
I honestly
all
cannot
season.
Yeah,
Ooh,
cannot believe how loud
it
was
was.
crazy.
Matt was.
but
It
my
was pretty
my
crazy.
new one. Did you guys hear it on our last Manistee River trip?
No.
Dude. No, I have.
Yeah.
I'm listening to Friends in my tent with my earpods
It
and
was-
snoring.
it was
like I
epic.
can't hear
He can't
anything.
hear anything over that laugh track.
That's right, dude. All season though, huh?
Yeah, so the R value is 5.4. Like it's one of the higher R
Oh.
values for sleeping pads, which means it just keeps you warmer. Like it has
Right.
more insulation, more insulative properties.
Yeah.
The color, I thought this was funny because I was looking up like stats on the sleeping pad. The color, they call it Blade and Spicy Orange.
Yo, let's get
Blade?
it. Dude.
Blade,
That's
which is like gray. It's like a gray color.
Oh, that
like a
makes
light
sense
gray.
now.
Yeah.
Okay, I
Spicy
pictured it
orange.
immediately.
And I always go wide. I get regular length because I'm a 5'8",
Yeah.
regular height person,
New short guy.
and wide.
Shouty.
'Cause I feel like
Shouty.
I feel like wide, no matter what. Like wide is the way to go.
Yeah.
If you can get a wider sleeping pad.
I mean, I have a king size.
Oh,
There's a reason, baby.
California?
Yeah.
then
Fill that thing up?
Dude, we have 3
Yes,
dogs.
that's a king size. It's
Yeah.
California king.
California king.
I bet in that car camping tent you guys have, you could put a king in that thing.
You could
Oh,
put a
yeah.
king size
Yeah.
bed in
That
there for
was
sure.
cool.
That thing,
Yeah.
that made me jealous.
It was like
Yeah.
walking into a
That tent
cathedral.
made me
Dude.
jealous.
Ashley
That
said
tent
that's
is
the way
awesome.
she's gonna do it, so we got her one.
Yeah.
And she has end tables.
Oh,
for
that's
thing.
badass.
That is
Little format,
awesome.
yeah.
That is awesome.
Yep.
I got some stepping up to do.
I would like to get one of those.
Fuck
Well,
yeah.
it's
They
fun
make
because
ultralights?
no, see, I don't know, but it's because that brings me back to that like the sleeping bags that you would have like to tie the knot around, like the old canvas
Yeah.
Coleman sleeping
Yeah.
bags is what I envision. Like I think that because Ashley and I have
Like
talked
you don't
about,
feel like you're camping
well, yeah. Wait, why?
because it's like too much.
No. I think that what I was gonna say is that it's fun to like dive into the other aspect of it, like getting that big tent and then getting a couple of those things, the big mattress, because you're excelling in camping at that point.
Oh hell yeah!
Car camp, and there's a good way to car camp as well.
Just because for
You
me
know?
now, like after backpacking, now it's like car camping. Like shit, I can live large.
Yeah,
I can
yeah.
do whatever the hell I want.
Yeah, and now you have a car, so you can take out a canvas bag.
Yeah,
Have
can-
a big tent.
you can
and
have a
just
rug in your tent.
do it right. You get a little bear skin in that thing.
I'm gonna turn my maybe get clothes hangers and turn my big Agnes Mountain Glow string lights into a lantern or a chandelier.
Dude,
Yeah, hang that thing right up in the middle.
get it,
Shit.
King.
Party
Get it.
time.
So as far as my sleep, like the rest of my sleep system goes,
Oh yeah, that's what we were talking about.
I've talked about it plenty of times before. I use the Zen Bivy sleep system.
Yeah.
I believe that at one point there was a challenge that I could set it up in under 45 seconds.
Yeah.
And
the video. We have
we have a video, and I did it in like 44 seconds. I think 43 seconds.
I think we lost that footage.
it's
No, I
it's
have it.
crazy that,
God damn
it
it,
never made
Patrick.
it never made the light of day.
Oh yeah. Oh, sorry.
So it's almost easier just to say. It's hard to explain what the setup looks like.
Yeah.
So going on the website, they have like great little animations of it. But basically, you have a sheet that goes over your sleeping pad. That sheet has a hood on the head part of it. You can get a synthetic or down hood.
Yeah.
So I got the down hood, and that hood holds your pillow. So like I got a large, they sell pillows too. Like you can get anything you need, sleeping pad, pillows, like everything part of their like quote unquote sleep system, which I didn't do initially. But they have a pillow that fills the whole hood. So it almost like your pillow doesn't move. It stays in the hood the whole time. And it has clips that you can clip it into the hood.
Ooh.
So it just stays there the whole time.
You hear that, Trevi? Pillow don't move.
Does your butler set that up for you too?
No, you have not set it up for me yet.
Oh, geez. This gets spicy.
But then also, I haven't done this. So the pillow cover has a lot of extra room. So they sell down pillow toppers that you can put on top of your inflatable pillow, which I just put my puffy jacket on top of the inflatable pillow.
You are such
I'm living large.
ultralighter.
I'm living large.
That's
So-
like Paris Hilton camping, dude.
That is. I get it though.
You have a
I
little
do think
chihuahua
that
in a
those
bag in
quilts, because
there?
I've been seeing them like Nemo has one out now. There's quite a few, I can't name them right now, but quite a few brands that have the quilts out now. Like that is
So all
the
that,
future in terms of
I will
Yeah.
tell you, I did.
Or-
Brad gave me a little test drive.
yeah.
I think I
took her
had
for
it
a
set up in my
spin.
living room.
Yeah. I
And
saw photos
It
of
was
that
pretty
too.
nice. I almost fell asleep
Yeah.
right away.
Playing like all the Zenbivy sleep systems are quilts. So most of the like you either have a sleeping bag that's like they call it a mummy bag, so it's really tight along your body, like it tapers down to your feet, and it's just like a mummy, like you're a mummy. What do they sleep in? The tombs?
I mean, I feel like it's all
Sarcophagi?
mummy, right? I feel like a mummy in my sleeping bag.
Yeah. So the quilt, like my quilt itself, the sheet that I put over my sleeping pad has little hooks on it. Then the quilt clips into those hooks. So I can toss and turn all night and my quilt just stays right there. Like it doesn't move because it's clipped into the sheet. And then the sheet's clipped into the air mattress.
That does sound pretty badass.
Yeah.
Do you have to do you have to, like, let's say you slept in a hammock?
Yeah.
Not that you would anymore,
Right.
but could you use just the quilt?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think you could.
Because you think you like
well,
would it
no,
keep
I'm-
you warm?
If I had a quilt underneath the hammock,
Well, granted.
yeah. Yeah, like you could, because even I looked it up and I feel like I got in, and I must have been pretty early when Zenbivy started, because they only have 2 or 3 different types of sleep systems you can get. And now they've expanded that like
They
crazy.
have like 3 lines out.
Yeah.
now.
And mine, the foot box, has like a little sewn part at the end. So it makes like a box that you put your feet in.
Right.
So that's where I think like in a hammock, you
That's
could
the
still
money part
like
of
you could still keep it oriented correctly by having your feet in the foot box. So I think it would work.
But there'd be nothing on your back.
Right. Which if you're laying on anything, it loses its insulation properties anyway. So that's why the quilt on the hammocks is on the outside, because you're not crushing the air gap.
Touche. Okay.
So that's like, it's awesome, man. Like I said, I toss and turn. I sleep on my side, my back, my stomach. So it's perfect for me. And then I keep the hood up over my head, almost like a sock hat, like just on the top of my head. And I stay warm, which I think we all, like we said, it was cold when we were out in Michigan. It got in the 20s and we all stayed warm.
I stayed pretty
Yeah.
pretty toasty. But
Like
I
I-
also had toe warmers stuffed into my sleeping bag.
I had my pants and jacket still on
Yeah.
when I slept.
I slept in my like
But
base
that was
layer.
fine.
But it is like mine's a 10-degree down, because I think like they mainly sell 10-degree down and then 25-degree synthetic and down.
Right.
But now, yeah, they have some crazy shit out now.
Are you like now the Zenbivy isn't ultralight, and I'm just asking personal questions.
But now they do have like an ultralight setup.
Oh my.
I'd be curious. What's the degree on that? Do you know?
No, I don't off the top of my head.
Well, that's okay. But I'd be curious because your Zenbivy was pretty small. Like
Yeah.
packing up, even not the ultralight. Because I guess like to me, I'm almost ready to jump up to a 30, 35, 40 or whatever it is degree bag. and just for space savings, just to be able to compress that down into a Nalgene size stuff sack.
Yeah.
Like I am just really, I don't know. There's something about it having a sleeping bag that takes up no space.
Yeah.
Just seems really sexy.
Yeah, they do have 10-degree down quilts on ZenBivy.
For me, it's the tent to just have
Space?
no space.
Yeah.
That is the biggest pain in the ass for me. I do have a pretty big tent, though.
Oh, yeah.
Because my tent is nothing.
Yeah, mine's nothing either.
Yeah.
Like I put mine on the outside pockets.
I don't do that, but
I'd have to really I probably would have space for a nice pillow inside of my bag after I got my tent out of there. Get a smaller tent.
well, so I'm gonna start with mine.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because I'm curious. So I'll start with the pillow as well, and I'm gonna be a bit negative on the pillow because I have tried all the different varieties or a few varieties, and I have not dug any of them in turn for sleeping on a sleeping pad within a tent. I can find anything goes good with a hammock because you're already kind of upright. You just need something to lay down.
What do you mean it's not good as far as like head
it
support?
moves around.
Oh.
I think
I think
that
that's the key is you need to find a way to attach it.
Like
well,
mine.
I know. Yes, I understand that there's now that you've given. That's why I was curious.
Yeah.
But and I get that there's something better out there. But I'm not. I don't know if I'm willing to change my you changed to get a ZenBivy. You have to be completely comfortable getting rid of 2/3 of your sleep system to dive into this thing. And I don't know if I'm I like a good mummy bag. I like to be inside of that. I like
you're
to,
being swaddled.
Like I'm being swaddled. So I don't know if I care so much. I know as I stated earlier, I know that it's the future. It seems that way. Like people are coming out, brands are coming out with more and more quilts and less mummy bags. So,
but they make mummy bags now that have clips for your pillow as well. Like I think even on all four corners, it just.
They do, and I guess when I say I've only gotten the pillows because I'm talking about a separate. You go onto REI, you look up camp pillows, and this is what they offer. I'm not talking about so much of going through the sleep system that the company offers, you know.
Yeah,
and I just don't like any of them.
Which is probably what more people probably do. Pick shit out.
The one that pairs perfectly with their sleeping bag.
Well, no, I mean
or quilt.
Here's a pillow at Sierra for $10. I'm buying that.
Well, that's all I've ever done.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think that's what most people are probably like.
I agree.
Not sticking with one full lineup.
Right. I agree. And maybe once again, that could be the future where they make a sleeping bag and then they make a pillow that matches that hood perfectly. But so anyway,
I don't understand why they're not doing that right.
Well,
now.
Yeah, well, seems like they might be. ZenBivy is. Yeah. I know that Nemo does. So the other side of it too is not just moving around; it's the air, within the air pillow, that I can never get perfectly right, and I can't get it to you press that button to let the air out, and you're like. And then it's, fuck, it's too much, dude. And it just feels like a pain in the ass. I don't like. I
just mine up the whole way.
Just see, not me, because then I'm my neck's at a 90-degree angle, sleeping on the. And it's just
you're how am I supposed to watch Friends with my neck up this high?
Jesus criminy. But anyway, so that's my kind of bummer with there. I generally end up with my clothes underneath my head.
Yeah.
So that's just kind of where I'm at there. The sleeping bag, I still rock a Kelty Tuck 20-degree mummy bag from Kelty. It's just my tried and true. It's one of the first things I bought when I was going. I've probably had this bag for over 15 years now, or this sleeping bag, and it's still just going.
For a minute, you were looking hard into new bags.
Honestly, I'm still looking into them. I look. So my big thing there is I want an ultralight bag. You remember when we were at the trail days?
Yeah.
And there was that company that we were all standing in the booth, and it was the ultralight stuff.
Yeah, where the guy saw cedar waxwings.
Nope, that was Osprey.
It was called
ultralight.
Oh
yeah, it was Osprey.
Wasn't the company called Ultralight or something?
It was something like that,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
I can't
Hyperlight?
remember. Hyperlight. It could have been Hyperlight. No, because Hyperlight's the bag.
The bag.
Yeah.
This was
Okay,
on the,
well, anyway, I just
gives
remember
a
standing
shit?
there and being like, man, God, dude, 'cause you're like holding a sleeping bag and it's like this feather, like the whole thing. And I just, that would be it. And I want it to pack down to next to nothing. That would be a dream of mine, to have a sleeping bag that takes up zero space. But I have to be comfortable going to 30, 40 degrees.
that's what, like, my quilt weighs 2 pounds
yeah.
and it's down,
Yeah.
but it's also 10 degrees. So
10 degrees. Would you go up to a 30 degree? Like if you could drop a pound but the bag is 30 degrees, would you go up to 30 degree?
possibly.
Yeah. Would you be like me
Possibly.
where it's like a
Well,
little nerve wracking?
I think the only reason I wouldn't is because I'm not going to buy another. I'm good for a while.
that's your future
I'm
sleep
not, yeah.
system.
Like I don't even, that is what it is.
Yeah.
Like I love it and I'm happy with it.
That's cool.
And I'm not buying
Something
anything
cool.
for a
Something
while.
cooler will come out.
Yeah, I
No,
know.
I mean, no, trust me. Like ZenBaby has some way cooler shit out now
Yeah.
that I would love to get.
Yeah.
But it's like $600.
He's gonna do it. He'll have
No.
one by next season.
No, now I want to buy a lens more than I want to buy a
Oh
new.
yeah,
sleep
photography is
system.
getting in the way of the
Yeah,
camping
the
gear.
camping. Hey, that's okay, dude. That's okay.
Yeah.
We're going on that boating trip early spring, though, and
Yeah.
it's going to be chilly willy up there in northern Michigan on the river.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And that river might be too fast for me to have my camera.
Ooh,
Or be,
I
at
don't
least
think
be able to
it'll
whip
too
it
fast.
out.
Did you? There's a couple. Anyway, sleep
Yeah.
system is the last part of my sleep system. I have a Big Agnes Rapide insulated or SL insulated bag or pad, and I'm with. That's kind of like the thing that I enjoy the most. It has not failed me yet. There's no puncture wounds. It doesn't look like it's going to fail. It's got big like ridges on the outside. So the sleeping pad, to me, that's the one part of my sleep system that I am just like, let's go.
That would be
Like, I
cool
love it, dude.
to have something to tell you how
Yeah.
close to the edge you are.
Yeah.
Because I will roll off it thinking I'm
No,
rolling
you don't.
on
You cannot roll off
more
this thing.
onto it.
Like when I was looking, my first Nemo tensor had holes in it.
Yep.
So Patrick gave me his Big Agnes to mess around with while I was trying to figure out what one I wanted to get. And that thing is like it's like you're in a crib
Yeah.
almost. Like you can't.
That
you're
would be
like,
cool.
It's pretty tight.
Yeah.
But I just like I would have gotten that one, but it's kind of boring for us to get the same gear,
I
you
will-
know.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to get the same thing.
Plus, I
Patty
kind of
has.
I want a Nemo.
Yeah.
I'm just worried about their reviews.
Yeah, because I had that kayaking trip we were on. My Nemo tensor all season had a hole, and that
I
was the
know.
first time I'd used it.
and that's crazy.
Yeah,
like
and-
it's just that barely ever happens where you read all these crap reviews and you're like, no, not that,
It'd be
not
all
that
right.
bad. But this, it
People are
happens.
really
but it took
whiny,
but it would
know?
Yeah.
but it would be like 6 hours before my butt touched the ground. So it was like a super slow leak.
Yeah, but that's still
Plenty of
Oh
time,
yeah,
dude.
it's a $200.
Plenty
It's like
of time.
$150-$200
Yeah.
sleeping pad.
Yeah.
I'm not. My ass isn't touching the ground if I'm paying that much for a sleeping pad.
I dig that. Yeah.
Put that on a shirt.
Dude, earlier we were talking about liners, bag liners. And
Yeah.
I've never, every time I looked it up, like what is a sleep system, bag liners came up. And I've never, like in terms of pack weight and all this other stuff, like I'm not bringing another bag. I don't need 2 bags. That's the way I look at it.
That's what
Yeah.
I was about to say. Like if you brought liners for every damn thing you
Yeah.
brought, it'd be half the damn weight.
Yeah. Okay. So we're on the same page, but Brad actually has used a bag liner.
I also think it depends on what you're doing too. If
What do you do? Like what?
Maybe
What's
you're
the,
cowboy camping or something.
Oh wow. That
Yeah.
actually makes sense because you could lay the bag liner down and then in your sleeping bed sleep on top or use both. I guess to me, if you're talking about like comfort and warmth, to me, if you're gonna carry a bag liner, then spend $50 for a 10-degree bag where it's
Well,
just
but
gonna be puffier.
But it's also like if you have a 30-degree bag, and there's one time you want to go do a trip where it's going to get down into the 20s.
Oh.
You can like put the liner in, but then you have a 30-degree bag for every other time you go out. Because it's
Whoa,
almost.
that might have just sold me on 30-degree bags, dude.
I equate it to like you have a puffy, if it gets down to like 10 degrees, the puffy's probably not warm enough. So you put a fleece quarter zip or a fleece jacket under your puffy. That's like what the bag liner is. Like it just gives you that little umph of warmth.
I swear to God, I think in real time I changed my opinion, and now I have the courage. I swear to you, now it feels like I have the courage to go buy that ultralight 30-degree bag.
Yeah.
And have I might do it now.
Because I feel like the bag liners roll up to maybe like if you hold both fists together,
Like a hammock size?
probably smaller than it, like a double nest.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit smaller. Like it's
What are
pretty
they made
compact.
of?
It's almost like a felt, like fleece kind of, but it's super thin.
It's like my blanket.
It's really thin.
That's basically what my blanket is that I bring with me.
Because I had like
Really?
my
Yeah.
first bag was like a 35-degree REI bag, and I do think like it's definitely not worth going out your first time but spending $500 on a sleep system. Kind of figure out what you like. And that was like my first bag was like just a generic REI bag, $100 or something. And I was in the Appalachian Mountains a lot, so that's why I got this liner. And I would bring it just in case. It is kind of weird, kind of awkward because you have to almost get in the liner and then feed that into the bag or something because
A
it would
little Russian doll action.
yeah, because
Ooh.
it kind of would get a little weird, crossed up.
I don't know, man. I feel
It gets crossed up in there.
I feel like that would be that cozy.
Yeah,
Like I like that.
like I think it feels better than a normal sleeping
Sleeping
bag,
bag.
texture.
Right.
Yeah, because it's like soft and fuzzy.
Jesus Christ, Brad, you are painting a beautiful picture. I want to sneak into that cocoon. Oh my goodness gracious, dude. I think I'm getting a 30-degree, 40-degree bag
There you go.
and a bag liner. I think that's the future of
There
my
you go.
sleep system, dude. I've been waiting for it, and Brad just laid knowledge. He just dropped knowledge.
He just needs another reason to get in that tent as quick
Yeah.
as he can.
Well, now I could sit outside with you guys in a bag liner. Right? Right? Because the only reason, dude, I do like to go to bed. It doesn't fucking matter. Dude, are we good? Do you
Yeah, I
guys feel
think
like we
so.
covered our sleep systems?
Yeah, I think so.
They're not too complicated, and
But they're also very important.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
exactly.
just just do the way I always do it. Just go in, buy some cheap junk, and see if it works for you. And you kind of like it, go get some more expensive stuff, and just keep kind of upgrading over time.
Man, I bought cheap junk, and I thought I remember being in the middle of the night thinking I might pee on myself for 10 minutes of just pure warmth. That was the very first time I remember we were like 10, 12 miles out in the middle of the woods. And I just remember thinking, dude, I am effed.
So
And
maybe
that was the moment
Buy
I bought.
appropriate cheap stuff.
I got back and I got the 20-degree bag, and I was like, oh, this feels like
maybe
heaven.
start off with the middle of the road stuff.
yeah, middle of the road. There you go.
Yeah.
Are we ready to get out of here?
Yeah.
I reckon so.
I feel like that was a fun effing episode.
Effing yeah.
Let's get out of here. Remember, dudes, listeners, if you want to follow us, Busted Knees at Blue Sky, at Busted Knees and Pretty Trees on Instagram, or bustedpretty.com
Yes,
if you want to come
sir.
to our website. Leave us a message, like, follow, download, all that shit, because the more you do it, the more we can keep going.
Yeah.
See you later.
Thank you all for listening. Keep on sauntering and get some good sleep.
See ya.